The saddest stories on my 600-pound life.
He screams to me, "Mama, help me, help me. I'm hung." I couldn't pick him up. I can't hardly even talk about it because he says, "Just shoot me, Mama, just shoot me." He says, "I'm not no good anyway." And that's when I got so concerned.
Chris's situation is increasingly dire. His mobility declines daily as he grows more exhausted. With his mother's return, there's hope she'll support rather than enable him, critical for his survival. His struggle includes basic tasks like getting out of bed, where he uses a momentum-gaining technique to stand up due to his size.
Every day, it gets harder to get out of bed. My body's constantly getting more exhausted. Every day that I wake up, I lose more mobility, I get tired faster. Everything is limited now.
Reflecting on childhood, the struggle with food scarcity led to a feast or famine mentality, especially during times like Taco Tuesday, where eating quickly was necessary to ensure getting enough food. This early experience influenced later life, with a lack of portion control and an aversion to wasting food contributing to ongoing issues with weight.
So like when I cooked for the kids or for the family, and when I cooked, everybody just got to serve themselves. And now looking back, I do think that that was a major thing because, for instance, if their sister didn't eat all her food.
Reflecting on the recent past, the individual acknowledges a significant change in lifestyle and activity level over the last 3 years, transitioning from an active life to one of inactivity. Not working and living alone, they spend days playing games and eating, often in response to boredom or loneliness.
Big reasons it's kind of set in for me that I need to change a lot of this. I mean, I've been heavy in the past, but we've still been able to do things. You know, up until the last 3 years, we don't do anything anymore.
Is your daughter living with you?
No, she lives 2 blocks away.
Chris is working hard to improve his stamina by doing stretches, celebrating milestones like being able to take out the trash by himself, which he couldn't do before. These small victories are significant to him, highlighting his progress. His mother had been staying with him, but she needed to return to Vegas to care for his mentally challenged brother.
I couldn't take the trash out before when I would go out to walk. It sounds funny, but taking the trash out feels pretty good. Not having to have somebody else take your trash out for you it's pretty nice. It's just those things you don't really think of until you can't do it anymore. It's something I can definitely do now.
Chris has been fasting for 5 days as a reset to counteract overeating, aiming to alleviate knee pain by losing weight quickly. This weight loss has increased his activity level, allowing him to move faster, regain stamina, drive, and go to the store. Chris is conscious of wanting to fast in a healthy way.
I wanted to kind of give myself a reset. I wanted to get a good bit of weight off because I want to be able to move. I had a lot of pain with my knees. So now that I've got that weight off, I'm much more active. I can move faster. I have a lot more stamina, go to the store now.
Chris has made significant progress in his weight loss journey, managing to shed 250 pounds. Dr. Nauzaradan notes that despite his success, the journey ahead will still be challenging. However, he remains supportive and encourages Chris to keep up with his efforts, promising regular check-ins and assistance whenever needed.
I think that's great, but in the long term, that may be not feasible to do that the rest of your life without the surgery. And that was the surgery is a tool that will give you a better control of your eating habits long term.
Irene struggled with her weight since childhood, and now she has had enough of it. She wants to get better for her children and herself. While talking to a doctor, she said she would strictly follow the diet, but the doctor told her that this is what she says every time, but never really tries. This makes Irene extremely sad.
My daily life is such a struggle now because of how my size have gotten. It's hard for me to do things because of my weight. So I rely on my family and friends to help me do what I have to do. Even with all the weight I have on me now, I'm still able to get around.
Irene finally visited the doctor with her best friend of 20 years. She told the doctor that she wanted to lose weight, but when she was asked if she had tried anything to lose weight so far, she seemed confused. The doctor saw through it and understood that she had not done anything so far to lose weight.
Ways you tried to control your eating habits before. So I'm guessing the answer is you haven't really done anything up to this point.
No, I haven't. I talked to a nutritionist and I talked to a doctor before about plans to lose weight, but...
Considering that her family member may help her achieve the goal, she sounded motivated. Her best friend Camille is who she relies on the most. Even being in hospital with her made Irene feel relieved. The doctor told Irene that even though she has support of her family and friends, the weight loss journey really depends on her.
I'm going to stop bad eating habits and exercise more and get my family members to help me as much as they can. It was very important that Camille was here so she can be able to help me.
Camille helps Irene to lose weight, but on their second visit to the doctor asked her that even with her support, why did Irene only lose 5 pounds? She told the doctor that the main issue they faced was her absence during a few hours of the day. Is that where everything goes downhill? During her absence?
I've tried to push Irene to change her eating habits and to exercise, but it's been hard. And our biggest problem is that I can't be with her 24 hours of the day.
After all these hurdles, she finally made it. Irene lost 56 kilograms and now weighs 535 pounds. Following the strict diet and working consistently on the gym made this possible for her, and she feels extremely proud. Irene cannot wait to see the reaction of her doctor. She hopes that she keeps on losing weight.
My last check-in was $591, and Dr. Now told me I needed to get to around $540 if I want to advance. So I'm really hoping that I did that. I'm feeling very proud of myself. I knew I can do this if I focus my mind like I need it.
Cita is acutely aware of the severity of her overeating issue and its potential deadly consequences. Her fear of sleep stems from the possibility of not waking up due to her weight, which has been highlighted by her doctors as dangerously high.
I don't sleep well at night at all. I'm a night owl. I'm up constantly all night. I'm scared to sleep, if I could be honest about it. I done had some health scares, and I got doctors tell me I'm too big.
Cita is caught in a dilemma between enabling overeating and seeking peace in her environment. She appears aware of her role as an enabler when preparing food like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on rye, even as she recognizes the conflict between wanting to say no and giving in for the sake of avoiding confrontation.
I can't really judge because I am an enabler sometimes. 1 minute I'm like, no, you shouldn't. Then I'm like, here, go over here you go, what you wanted. It's like peace and war. Do I want war or do I want peace? If I give in, I have peace. If I don't.
Cita, weighing over 600 pounds, has a BMI over 100, placing her health at serious risk. She's tried various methods like dieting, intermittent fasting, and low-carb diets to lose weight. Eating brings her comfort, but it's followed by guilt. Despite recognizing the harmful cycle of her eating habits, Cita finds it incredibly difficult to make sustainable changes.
So you're 31 years old and you're just over 600, huh?
Yes.
So at your height, that puts your BMI over 100, which is very dangerous. So what you have done so far to get your weight down?
I've tried dieting, intermittent fasting, and lower carb options.
Cita's struggle with her eating habits is clear. She acknowledges her unhealthy patterns and the need for discipline and better food choices. Weight loss surgery may become an option if she gains control over her eating habits. In the meantime, she must learn how to manage her diet properly.
You need to start making better choices with your eating, discipline yourself about eating, and once you do that and you get control of that, then weight loss surgery may be an option for you. Okay, so until then, you're gonna have to develop understanding and knowledge of how to eat and how not to eat.
Cita's journey continues with a new goal set by her doctor to lose 60 pounds in 2 months. Cita has taken to swimming as a form of exercise, finding it beneficial and enjoying the progress. With the potential for significant weight loss, she's demonstrating commitment through consistent effort and has started to see the rewards of her dedication.
A couple weeks ago, I started coming to the pool on my own to do more exercising.
That was really good. When I first saw Cita, huge potential, a lot of weight to lose, but it's very possible.
It seems that Cita is grappling with deep emotional pain from her past. She's confronting these long-held feelings of rejection, which likely plays a role in her current struggles. This emotional work is crucial for her overall journey of weight loss and personal growth, as she has made significant progress in losing 97 pounds.
Most times I wasn't your child. I always carried that grudge that you loved the other children more than you liked me. You put me back out on the streets. Why? But with my other siblings, you didn't do that. Didn't even bother to ask me what I was going through and why.
Samantha expresses her fear and sadness with living alone post-hospitalization, despite the comfort of being able to order what she needs. She acknowledges the importance of sticking to her diet, but also grapples with the temptation to indulge in food for happiness, hinting at a deep emotional conflict regarding her health and mortality.
I'm real scared about being here because living alone at home freaks me out. I can't imagine it's going to work, but I have no choice. I've had Bella help me as much as I need her help for, and then when they leave.
Samantha is experiencing significant challenges adjusting to being home after hospitalization. The absence of central air has escalated her discomforts, leading to feelings of being overwhelmed and disappointed. Her negative outlook is affecting those around her as they struggle to maintain positivity in the face of her despair.
Everything was fine, and then everything went south really fast.
I just want to go back. I'm so disappointed about the central air situation.
And it just progressively got worse.
I'm so overwhelmed. Stop shoving food in my fat face.
Despite challenges, Samantha remains dedicated to her weight loss and mobility objectives. Her determination has led to tangible progress. She has regained some independence and can occasionally walk without her walker, though she still relies on it after exertion. With the support of Bella and Ivan, she's nearing a point of self-sufficiency.
Harder than I thought it would be, but I haven't let that stop me from working hard to make it to my weight loss and mobility goals. And I know I've made more progress this past month because I'm back to handling more on my own. I still need my walker if I get too tired, but I can walk some without it now, so I'm using it a lot less.
Samantha has been adhering to Dr. Now's instructions by engaging in physical therapy sessions 1 to 2 times a week and focusing on her physical rehabilitation. She feels that prioritizing her physical health is crucial as she has set a significant weight loss target for herself. She's hopeful her efforts will reflect positively in her next official weigh-in at the hospital.
Dr. Now told me he wanted me to do PT and start psych therapy this month, so I've done some stuff with PT. I called them and I've been doing that 1 to 2 times a week, and I've just focused on my physical progress right now because I feel like I needed to give that my all since I've got such a big goal to hit by this month.
Samantha has significantly reduced her food intake, feeling like she's barely eating, in pursuit of qualifying for weight loss surgery with Dr. Now. Struggling with habit changes on her own, she sees surgery as critical for success. She's proud of losing 320 pounds and anticipates her next hospital visit.
So that's how I kind of trick myself into eating less, because my eating has been drastically less than it has been my entire adult life, to the point where it just feels insane to me at times, because I don't feel like I've really been eating. So hopefully this is enough to show Dr. Now what he wants.
In this episode, Betty Jo describes her journey by stating that she is always in pain, leading her being the saddest that she's ever been. She can't do anything by herself. Her husband has been a great support for her. He helps her in everything, even when she has to take a shower. But Betty Jo said that she feels embarrassed.
My marriage with Josh is really difficult for us because of my weight. It prevents me from having a real marriage because he has to be my caretaker. Me and Josh has been together for so long that sometimes I think, am I with him because I love him?
Betty realizes that if she doesn't do anything about her weight, she may die at a very young age. Her great motivation to change her life comes from the goals she set for herself. She wants to have a career and a family, but with this weight, she may never be able to live this dream.
I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to waste my life just sitting in a chair. I want to have a career. I want to have a baby. I want to grow old. I hate being like this.
Betty is strongly depending on Josh to help her lose weight. It's sad that she thinks she may die soon. Betty said that sometimes she just wants to quit and go back home, but then she stays strong and tries to focus on what she really wants. It's been hard for her to get rid of all those bad habits.
I've had to break a lot of old habits. There are smaller portions, a lot smaller than before. I can't share with you now. You'd eat the whole thing, then I wouldn't have none.
On her second visit to the doctor, she seemed very enthusiastic. She has worked really hard and controlled how much she ate with the support of her husband. Even the doctor seems very impressed. Betty does not feel as dependent as she used to feel, which leads her husband to believe that he is becoming useless.
I think the issue with her husband is becoming apparent. He wants to be needed, and that is his primary concern. Betty Jo is ready for surgery, but she still needs to address.
After the surgery, Betty seemed very disappointed that Josh was not around during this time. She may not be as dependent on him anymore, but she really needs him to support her as a team. Betty Jo said that she may not even be able to continue her journey if Josh is not going to stick around.
We have to be a team, and I have to be able to rely on him. And it hurts that he's not here. If I don't have his support, I don't think I'll be able to do this.
While saying that the surgery had been successful, the doctor said that if she takes proper rest, she will be okay. The doctor was shocked when he checked Betty's diet and saw that she was eating raisins and had not lost any weight, whereas she should have lost another 60 pounds by now. Is this because she's overeating again?
So you haven't lost any weight. What's going on with that? You need to be straightforward about your eating habit outside of hospital.
My eating habit is good. I mainly eat like Raisin Bran.
Well, that is a high-calorie food. What do you mean Raisin Bran?
Finally, Betty came to the point where she had a career and things were getting better for her. After seeing that she had lost about 500 pounds from the time she started, Betty got really excited. All she wants now is to continue this journey and lose more weight.
Today we are going to Dr. Nowazar's for a weigh-in. I'm getting really close to the 400s, and I can't remember when I was that small.
That's awesome.
So you're finally under 500 pounds, huh?
Yes.